Get comfortable and enjoy these facts you didn't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. I present to you one of the strangest cattle breeds in the world, the Belgian Blue breed. They are native to the country of Belgium, and in case you're wondering, no, they don't use any type of steroids to increase their musculature. These cows have a natural genetic mutation that turns almost everything they eat into pure muscle, giving them that extraordinary appearance. The farmers who raise them insist that they don't use any chemical or artificial products in their diet. Everything is 100% natural. The result of that mutation? An animal that weighs over 1 ton with massive, powerful muscles across its entire body. Did you know that in Japan, falling asleep during work can get you a promotion? This custom is known as inamiri, which literally translates to sleeping in front of others. Inamiri is considered a sign of extreme exhaustion and that you refuse to leave your job despite no longer having the necessary strength to continue awake. This custom became popular in the 1940s when Japanese office workers had to work enormous working days and fell asleep at their desks due to the great fatigue they felt. Inamiri is highly respected in Japan, and if your boss sees you doing it, it is very likely that they will congratulate you or even promote you to a new position. Have you ever wondered why your fingers wrinkle when they spend a long time in contact with water? Well, the explanation is quite simple. In reality, it is due to an evolutionary trait that humans have and that our ancestors inherited from us. When the skin of our fingers comes into contact with water for too long, our body creates this kind of wrinkles to improve the grip of the hands and prevent objects from slipping. For our ancestors, this trait was very useful, especially when they went fishing on rainy days. Did you know that baby koalas feed on their mother's feces for the first 4 months of life? Although this sounds very disgusting, it is actually very beneficial for them. During the first months of life, the koala's stomach cannot digest the bacteria or the poison found in eucalyptus leaves. Their mother's feces serve a function similar to mother's milk in humans. With them, they obtain all the nutrients and antibodies they need to grow up strong and healthy. This is how carpet pythons climb trees. Unlike other snakes that climb slowly, carpet pythons wrap their body around the tree to propel themselves with agility. These snakes live in Australia, Indonesia, and Papua New Guinea. They measure between 6 and 13 feet long. Their diet consists of small mammals, bats, wallabies, birds, and lizards. This is what happens when you try to wring out a towel in outer space. The water accumulates around the fabric and does not fall to the floor as it would on Earth. This gives you an idea of how different life is aboard the International Space Station. Did you know that this small frog has enough poison to kill 10 adult men? It only measures 2 inches, but it is the most toxic vertebrate in the world. It inhabits a small area of the jungle in Colombia and Panama. It is known as the golden poison dart frog and comes in different colors. Its poison is called batrachotoxin and is concentrated in its skin. According to scientists, a specimen has about 1 milligram of poison, enough to kill 10,000 mice or 10 adult people. Experts know how to manipulate them. If you ever see one, do not touch it and stay as far away as possible. Did you know that the world record for the largest number of hamburgers a single person has eaten is more than 30,000? Let me introduce you to Don Gorsk, a man from Wisconsin, United States, who since he first tasted them in the year 1972 has not stopped eating them. The story goes that Don visited a McDonald's that opened near his home and ordered 3 Big Macs without knowing that day would start his love for hamburgers. Since then, Don estimates that he has bought more than 30,000 McDonald's hamburgers and, in case you have doubts about his feat, he has all the purchase receipts to prove that he is not lying. He himself assures that his daily diet is based on 95% hamburgers and Coca-Cola. His love for the famous establishment is so great that he even has a statue of Ronald McDonald in his backyard. The dementor wasp is a wasp endemic to Thailand that was discovered in recent years and became world famous for having one of the most terrifying attacks in the animal kingdom. The experts who have studied it say that these wasps use their sting to turn cockroaches into living dead. With a single sting, the wasp injects a lethal dose of venom into the cockroach's head and then deposits its eggs inside it. Once the eggs begin to hatch, they feed on the cockroach's entrails while it is still alive until they turn it into a zombie or a living dead. Due to that extreme attack, the researchers decided to baptize it with the name dementor wasp, just like the dementors in the Harry Potter movies that suck the life out of their victims in a matter of seconds. Did you know that counterfeits move more than $500 billion annually? The counterfeit market is one of the largest in the world. According to a report by the European Union Intellectual Property Office, during the year 2016 alone, more than $500 billion in counterfeits were commercialized, from clothing, shoes, and even perfumery. Taking these figures into account, it is very likely that you have not realized it and have more than one counterfeit item in your wardrobe. More than half of Brazilian supermodels were born in a small rural town called Rio Grande do Sul in southern Brazil. In this area, there is a perfect genetic mix for model scouts: tall, slender women with straight hair, light skin, and eyes, a mix of European and Brazilian features. Supermodels like Gisele Bündchen or Alessandra Ambrosio were born here. Did you know that in Mexico, Belgium, Germany, and Austria, it is perfectly legal to escape from a jail, or rather, you cannot be punished for trying? In these countries, the desire to escape from a closed place is considered part of our human nature, so they consider it unfair to add more time to the sentence for following a normal human instinct. Octopuses are so intelligent that they get bored if they spend a long time without solving a problem. When they live in captivity, their caretakers must give them riddles and puzzles, such as placing them inside a jar for them to open so that they do not get bored and have a fuller life. They say that these animals are capable of using tools, have short and long-term memory, and know how to solve complex problems. If their brain is not active solving situations and challenges, their life expectancy is drastically reduced. Have you ever wondered why the vast majority of airplanes are white? This is due to several interesting reasons that you probably had no idea about. First of all, it is cheaper for airlines. Dark-colored paints tend to degrade faster due to the sun's rays. Remember that airplanes fly at great heights and receive solar radiation all the time. If they painted them green or blue, they would have to constantly retouch them so that they maintain the same tone all the time, and painting an airplane is not cheap at all. It costs between $50,000 and $200,000. Can you imagine the expense this would entail for the airlines? But that is not the only reason. White paint reflects the sun's rays more easily, causing the cabins to be much cooler for the crew. And another important reason for painting them this color is that it is much easier for maintenance teams to detect any imperfections on the plane. This sport is known as extreme ironing and has become very popular in recent years. It consists of ironing a piece of clothing in the most extreme circumstances you can imagine. From climbing a mountain to skydiving, literally anywhere. Extreme ironing fans consider it a mix of adrenaline and a lot of fun. The cuttlefish is one of the most fascinating animals that live under the ocean. Did you know that it is capable of changing the color of every cell in its skin? This is something no other known animal can do. Its impressive ability allows it to create all kinds of patterns, like the ones you are seeing right now. This helps it to hide and to deceive its prey, all thanks to the fact that it has more than 10 million neurons in its body that go into action every time this mollusk needs it. It is also capable of quickly changing colors with the aim of hypnotizing its prey, something that biologists consider a unique superpower in the animal kingdom. Alpacas are one of the most social animals that exist, but did you know that they can die of loneliness? Unlike other animals that can survive perfectly without having others of their species nearby, alpacas need to be surrounded all the time or otherwise they can die of sadness. This small artifact is one of the most incredible inventions of modern medicine, the origami robot. It is a small robot that comes in the form of a pill and that, once inside your body, can perform a multitude of tasks, from closing an internal wound to extracting objects harmful to the body. In case you are wondering, the robot is controlled by magnetic fields, so it is capable of making extremely precise movements. It has been developed at MIT, and its creators say it won't be long before it is completely ready to go out into the world and save thousands of human lives. Welcome to the city of New Delhi, located in India. Did you know that the air in this city is so toxic that a single day here is equivalent to smoking 40 cigarettes? This is one of the most populated cities on the entire planet and also one of the most polluted. It is estimated that air pollution is 10 times above the levels that are considered safe for humans, and things do not seem to be improving anytime soon. Recent studies say that this contaminated air ends the lives of more than 1,500,000 people every year, making it one of the most dangerous cities to live in. This fish is an Anabae testudinus, or also known as the climbing perch. It has the ability to walk and breathe out of water. It possesses a special organ known as the labyrinth organ that allows it to take oxygen directly from the air instead of taking it from the water. It is estimated that it can spend up to 6 days out of water. Did you know that all the trees you are seeing are actually one? The trees cover an area of 43 hectares and are located in Utah, United States. In recent years, scientists studying this area discovered that the trees are genetically identical and are connected by a complex system of underground roots, which in short means that they are all actually a single organism. Only you cannot see it because a large part of it is underground. For that same reason, this site is known as the forest of a single tree. Due to its monstrous dimensions, some scientists consider it to be the largest and heaviest organism ever known. To give you an idea, it is believed that collectively this organism weighs about 6,000 tons. Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It is even considered one of the 7 wonders of the modern world. More than 3 million cubic feet of water flow through them every minute. This is an immense amount of water. What you probably did not know is that in the year 1848 the water suddenly stopped flowing and the people in the surrounding area panicked and believed that some kind of natural cataclysm had occurred. But the culprit turned out to be none other than a huge block of ice that had blocked the flow of water in one of the narrow areas that is located upstream. After 30 hours, that block of ice melted and everything returned to normal. Seeing the water flow again, the locals breathed a sigh of relief. Apparently, it was not the end of the world yet. Welcome to Iron Mountain, the most protected vault in the world. It was founded in the year 1951 with the aim of protecting valuable possessions of ultra-rich people. The complex has a state-of-the-art security system with biometric scanners on the doors and heat and motion sensors in every room. In short, you are facing one of the most protected places on the entire planet. It is said that all kinds of jewelry and confidential objects are kept inside here, from super-secret files to artifacts from famous people like the late Marilyn Monroe. Who knows if all this is true, but judging by the amount of security they have, it is very likely that very interesting secrets are kept inside. Humanitarian demoning is one of the most extreme jobs that can exist. It consists of exploring areas where there were conflicts to search for and deactivate mines that are still active. Despite being a very necessary job, it also entails many risks. The people who perform it use special protective suits, metal detectors, trained dogs, and armored vehicles that are capable of withstanding any explosion. The next time someone asks you about the most extreme job in the world, you can show them this one. This is the largest atlas in the world. The Clink Atlas measures 5 feet high by 6 feet wide. It is so heavy that the British Library needs 6 people to move it. It was published in the year 1660. It consists of 37 maps with all the geographical knowledge of its time. Due to its historical value, it is kept in the British Library in London in the Ancient Maps section. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe so you don't miss more interesting content. Leave your comments and click on any of these videos. See you next time.